Good evening, and thank you for staying up late with us. I'm Riley Phillips. All new at 11, renewed hope for the families of 3 Brunswick boaters who've been missing for over a month. A bait box believed to be part of the Carol Ann was found off the coast of St. Augustine this morning. Zach Wilcox is on your side live from the U.S. Coast Guard station in Mayport. Zach, we're learning the Coast Guard sent a vessel from there.
Yeah, Riley, I talked with a Coast Guard spokesperson who mentioned they got a call that a boater had found that bait box, pretty good size bait box, looked identical to the one pictured on the Carol Ann. So they sent a boat out that way, about 18 miles off the coast of St. Augustine, to search that immediate area. And really all of this has these 3 families on pins and needles.
So hopeful that our boys are out there and just, that we're just so close to rescuing and finding them and God just bringing them home.
30 full days without a single trace of the Carol Ann since it was last spotted October 19th. The Coast Guard searched 80,000 square miles from North Carolina down to St. Augustine over 2 weeks without finding any sign of the boat or the 3 men lost at sea. Kim Jones and Chris Barlow have a reason to be hopeful their son Tyler could be found soon, after a boater found what is possibly the ship's bait box.
When they retrieved the fish box, there's no growth or algae of any kind on it, so chances are it hasn't been in the water very long.
Dalton Conway, Caleb Wilkinson, and Tyler Barlow launched for a fishing spot 80 miles off the coast of Brunswick on October 14th. Based on that spot, the Coast Guard believed the current would have taken them north, so they searched as far up as the Carolinas. However, a few weeks into the search, Tyler's parents learned the 3 fishermen got a tip on their way to the spot.
This other boat captain was saying, "Hey, I just caught all the fish I could legally keep in this spot. This is where you guys need to go."
They passed that bit of information on to the Coast Guard, and they said it totally changed the trajectory of the search.
The highest probability area on the Coast Guard's own search pattern that they provided is where this just showed up at.
They're hoping it's enough to reignite the Coast Guard search, and they're asking anyone on or off the coast of St. Augustine to keep their eyes peeled.
The more eyes that we can get out there looking at this point, the better off, their chances of being found are.
All right, so a couple of things that we're keeping an eye on now. We know that the Coast Guard sent out an alert to boaters that come across that area where the box was found to keep an eye out there for any other signs that they may see. Also, they are going to evaluate what their next steps are after that boat that's been out searching tonight comes back with whatever information it brings back. And the Barlows, they just told me that they are planning to try and get a diver out to that area sometime early tomorrow morning, and they're hoping they can also get the Coast Guard to send a helicopter over it at some point. But again, we're going to have to see what they evaluate with the search after tonight. In Mayport, Zach Wilcox, First Coast News, on your side.